Hi friend, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be about buying baby items secondhand. Which ones are worth it? Which ones are not? So I am a huge proponent of buying most things secondhand. I love buying clothes and all of that secondhand, so it was without a doubt that my baby's fashion choices would be sustainable, which is one of the things I'm going to talk about. But baby items, you only use them for a short amount of time. People constantly need them, and the circular economy for them is awesome. You can save so much money and really kind of stop yourself from buying a ton of stuff if you buy things secondhand. So let's go through my top things to buy secondhand and the things that I would buy new. First thing is furniture. Cribs, changing tables, dressers, rocking chairs, all that sort of thing. I'm going to be doing a tour of my nursery coming up soon where I talk about how much money I basically saved and also just kind of giving you the tour by buying these things secondhand. Absolutely 100% do it. You can find things in really good condition. You can repurpose things. There are a lot of ways to cut down on furniture, which is a huge unnecessary cost. Next is toys. You don't know what toys your baby's going to love. You don't know what toys your baby's gonna hate. It's likely you're gonna buy too many toys. You can cut down on the amount that you buy new. I think that's great. For gifts, maybe you wanna lean a little bit more towards new, but honestly, in my household, we give each other a lot of secondhand gifts, and so that is something I'm probably gonna continue with our baby. She's gonna be able to have probably more toys because she's gonna have them secondhand. So I'm a big fan of that. I know she's going to be given some things new, and I'm sure she'll be really excited about those. But yeah, toys just don't seem to me like something that you need to buy new. The next thing is what we like to call putter downers. Things to put your baby in so that you can be hands-free for a little bit so that they can learn, they can bounce, they can do whatever they're going to do. We like to have something in most of the rooms in our house, which would get really expensive if we didn't buy them secondhand, and every single one of them we bought secondhand. So there are, I'm going to do another video about like my popular baby items my baby loved versus the popular items that she hated. There were some putter downers that just didn't work, and I'm really glad we didn't invest a bunch of money into them. Next is clothes. Without a doubt, your baby's going to spit up. They're going to poop on them, right? They do not need a big wardrobe of new clothes because also they're going to grow out of them really fast. If it's something that can be washed and come out looking basically brand new, get those things secondhand. People give away bags of baby clothes. That is definitely something that we should get used. In the same vein, linens like burp cloths, sheets, towels, that sort of thing. Also, you can wash them, right? I would definitely suggest those as well, along with the clothes. Then books. Your baby's gonna wanna read a lot of books. You're probably gonna wanna have a lot of books for them. People give away books all the time. There's absolutely no reason that you need to buy books new. Decor is another one that might be a little bit harder to find secondhand, especially if you have something that you really want. You have a really like a vision in your head. But in general, decor you can find. You don't need to spend a ton of money on it. Pictures that are gonna hang on a wall or curtains or something like that. Yeah, go ahead and buy those used. You don't need to buy those new. The stroller is another thing that is a super expensive thing that people get rid of all the time. Buy that secondhand. If you get a newer model that works with your car seat, awesome, especially if you can save a lot of money on the way. But our stroller is from my sister who had her first baby in 2009, and all we have to do is buy these little adapters from the company, and those cost like $25 as opposed to $1,200. So yeah, absolutely, strollers definitely work, especially so many places allow you to kind of get new parts for the strollers if you need new wheels or something like that. Way better than buying something brand new. The technology of a stroller hasn't changed all that much. Along with strollers, baby carriers also work really well to buy used. A lot of times you can wash those as well, but yeah, there's no reason that you need to buy that new. People give those away all the time or sell them for pretty inexpensive, and you don't know which ones are going to be comfortable for you or going to work for you, so it can be nice to find a used version of that. So then we'll get into diapers and changing pads, especially in the early days. I think if you've established what kind of diapers you want to use, I know for us, we have graduated a size of diapers and have a ton of diapers left that we've sold. If you can buy packs of new diapers secondhand, you're stopping those from being just thrown out, because what is somebody going to do with them if they no longer fit? But also you can definitely save some money that way, because you're going to go through a lot of diapers. I only suggest getting a changing pad used if it has a waterproof liner on it, because one of the first things I want to talk to you all about things I think you need to buy new, except in very specific cases, is going to be a mattress. A mattress and a changing pad, those have a lot of liquids that get on them that seep into them, and that can create a fungus or a bacteria that you don't really want. You don't necessarily want your baby breathing in. If it has a waterproof cover, it makes a lot more sense to buy either one of those secondhand. I also really appreciate an organic mattress. I think that the lack of toxicity that those produce is important. We looked for secondhand waterproof organic mattresses, and our favorite ones are Naturepedic. So those ones I would suggest that you could buy secondhand. But if you're just going to buy just a typical mattress that maybe doesn't have a waterproof cover or isn't organic, I would buy that new. Another one that is an absolute you should buy new as opposed to secondhand is going to be your car seat. Safety wise, you don't know. If someone says it hasn't been in an accident, great, but you don't know that for sure unless you know that person. So I would highly suggest, with the safety of that technology does change and is important. So definitely I would consider a car seat to be one of the number one things you need to buy new. Okay, the other things kind of fall into a category. So this is going to be pacifiers, bottles, teething toys, things that go in your baby's mouth. I would suggest buying new. Yes, you can sterilize them and clean them, but the problem with a lot of those things, if you're going to buy bottles and you want to buy I like the glass bottles, but the glass bottom, fine. But nipples, right, the thing that actually goes in their mouth, I would definitely suggest buying new, because not only is that a little bit more sanitary for your child, but also those things only last a short amount of time. Pumping supplies would be the same kind of thing. Those things expire after a pretty short amount of time. So I think it's just worth buying new when it comes to that. And the last thing that I would suggest buying new rather than secondhand would be rugs or activity mats. Your baby's going to be playing on that a lot. They're going to be sucking on it and getting it in their mouth. You want that to be something that you know is really clean and it doesn't have like odors that baby's not used to. You know, their skin is really sensitive. So if you can get a washable rug, which I highly suggest anyway, then yes, absolutely, I would go for that. But if you're planning on just getting kind of a typical rug or a typical mat that maybe can't be washed super easily, I think that would probably be one of those things that I would splurge on getting new. So that's it for this video. I hope that you find it helpful. If you have any questions, please leave that down below. And then also, if you have any suggestions for something I didn't mention, please leave that down below as well. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you in a future video. Bye.